Hey guys,
Hello.
we are about to find out the winner of Songvakeppnin 2024. It's either HERA BJÖRK or Bashar Murad. I think it's going to be Bashar,
I think it will be as well.
but I'm happy with either.
Oh my God, I didn't expect that.
Oh my gosh, neither did I. Oh wow.
Okay,
Oh wow.
fine.
Okay, so we have our Icelandic representative for Eurovision 2024, and it is HERA BJÖRK with her song Scared of Heights, which, I mean, it's a surprise for us too. I think for a lot of people, it's a surprise. Fred, did you expect this result?
Absolutely not.
Me neither.
We of the 5 songs, and I went in tonight completely blind. I didn't get a chance to see the semis this year because I've been very busy. But when I saw Hera's name, I was really excited to see the performance, and then I heard the song and I was a bit disappointed. I thought it sounded very dated.
Mhm.
It much more dated than her previous entry, obviously. So uh, I didn't even think she was going to make the super final. Never mind win. So I'm a little in shock, really, and the fact that the whole Palestinian connection with Burad,
Mhm.
I thought that was going to overtake everything, and I thought that was going to be the way forward. But okay, sure.
Yeah. So, are you happy with Iceland's choice?
I mean, I'm a massive Hera Bjork fan. I mean, if we had Je ne sais pas now, uh, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
Even though it was that many years ago, I just I feel this song feels a bit sort of Irish 90s. If I
Okay.
mean, it's just it's like a ballad that I mean, you compared it to one of the previous UK entries.
Numbers.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to put them side by side yet, but I definitely want to have that listen. Um, I'm just I'm just shocked. I don't know what to
Okay.
say.
Well, let's go to the live chat. Lucia, you're asking who won. Hera Bjork won Songvakeppnin this year. Let's go to the chat. We have Duma Girl. Hello to you. Sarah O'Halloran, you seem very happy. We have Rob. Who else do we have in the chat? We have RJ. Good evening from London, which I think we're both in London.
Yes.
And Duma Girl, you're joining us from the Czech Republic. Breadmaster, you think it's going to be non-qualification for Iceland? Well, what do we think of Hera Bjork's chances to qualify to the final? Bearing in mind we don't know all of the songs competing in the contest this year, but based on what we've seen and heard, do you think Iceland can make the final?
That's a really good question. I mean, as I've already stated, it is a fairly dated number, and since Duddy, uh, Iceland's entries have been just okay, and they haven't qualified. And I hate to say it, but I love Hera. I love her. I love her
Me
to
too.
bits. Um, but I really don't see this standing out. Um, I uh, unless they do something with the performance or uh, say those dreaded words of revamping that I know people don't like to hear, but I just in its current format, I don't see this uh, going through to the final. I'm really sorry, and I really do love her.
Yeah.
Massive fan, massive.
Yeah,
Would it
I'm sort of on the fence with it because, I'm thinking it's a 100% televote semi-final, which I think could work in the
in
song's
her favor?
favour.
Yeah,
But then at the same time, we do have a lot of upbeat kind of pop dance songs in Eurovision this year. And it, as you said, it is a bit dated. Is it going to be enough to stand out amongst some of the competition? So I think it's either going to just qualify or just miss out on qualification. I think it'll be very close either way. But regardless, HERA BJÖRK is going to put on a fantastic show. She's probably going to have insane vocals, and yeah, I think it's an entry Iceland can definitely be proud of. But guys in the live chat, let us know, what do you think of HERA BJÖRK's chances to qualify in MALMÖ this year? Let's go back to the chat and see what you're saying. Vova, you agree it's a non-qualification for Iceland. Yes, it's another returning artist. We have a couple, one or two of them this year.
Yeah.
Audi 007, it seems like you're a HERA fan. Marcus, you would prefer to sing in Icelandic, but congratulations. Well, she could always decide to sing it in Icelandic. You never know. Let's have a look. Vova, you think 10 to 12th place at the semi? I think something like that would be achievable.
Yeah.
Rye Bailey, you're shocked that she won. You thought Bashar would. I think a lot of people thought that. Spook Ted. HERA BJÖRK has won. Ray Moore, you think there's a lot of rock and up tempo, so this is borderline. I think borderline is the right word to use.
Absolutely.
For this song. Let's have a look. Breadmaster, you're saying the song has less than 1% chance of qualifying. Lucia, you didn't expect her to win, but congratulations anyway. She's a strong vocalist. Audi 007, she was your winner last time. You're happy you can vote for her again. She had a great song last time. It's an absolute bop that I still listen to.
Oh, 100%. She is going to be a massive hit at Euroclub with her previous entry. And if she does like a dance version of this, I think the gays will go nuts for it. So she's going to have a great time. Absolutely 100%. So yeah, HERA is going to be there, and we know she loves the gay community and she embraces us. So she's going to be there, whole heart. Honestly, 100%. Whether she qualifies or not, she will have an amazing time. But the sad thing is, obviously, Iceland came 11th place last year, and I don't want to see them in that place again. It's so sad.
Well, fingers crossed Queen HERA can break the curse and qualify. But of course, HERA was just one of the acts we saw tonight. There were 4 other acts performing. And if maybe we go right back to the beginning, and obviously I'm not talking about Selma, of course, who was a fantastic opening act.
100%.
Yes, we can talk about her later, but the first act to perform or to kind of compete tonight was, I want to call them Vabe or Vibe.
Vabe,
I don't know how you pronounce it. And they were the only ones to sing in Icelandic this year with their song Bjómynd. Apologies for probably butchering the language.
Yes, absolutely. We're butchering the Icelandic language.
This was a very eye-catching opener, and I think it got people engaged, maybe not necessarily for the right reasons, but there was a lot happening on stage, visually and like audioly, if that's a word. Fred, have your ears recovered from this?
Well, I did mention to you earlier that I was going to send RUV a bill for my hearing after that performance. The vocals just weren't there. I know you said you didn't notice it the first time round, but I noticed it straight away. I was like, sorry, has someone done a sound check with them? I just didn't get. I mean, the performance. Obviously, you've got the stereotypical random backings of a princess, an ape, and
an astronaut, I think, as well.
Yes, an astronaut as well. Because I must say, from the the intro, I was expecting some sort of space thing because they had the sort of space age trackies on and things. So they were getting into that. So I was expecting some sort of space theme. And then you saw a princess and a gorilla, but there you are. That's Eurovision for you.
Yes. I can't say I was mad about the song or the styling choices, to be honest. But then again, I'm not the biggest fan of rap, and there was some rap in this. So, you know, obviously it was a great kind of fun number to get people, I guess, in the party mood and to get the atmosphere going. But the song sadly just didn't really go anywhere. It did fall a bit flat,
Yeah, 100%.
I think.
I was hoping for them to go back into the rapping because the singing just unfortunately wasn't working for them.
Yeah, sadly. But guys in the live chat, were you a fan of Vibe and their song and their staging? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And let's take a look at some of the comments. Ba, ba, ba. So still Bubble Pirate, you're saying Iceland non-qualifying. Right, Bailey, the first Eurovision you don't dislike a song. Wow. Okay, I wish I could say the same, but sadly not. Audi 007, welcome Iceland in top 10. Tell about 1 to 5, my prediction. Okay.
Okay.
Right, Bailey, you like rap, but wasn't the best rapping. I think we can agree there are stronger rappers out there in the world.
Yes.
But yes, anyway, enough of the rappers now. Let's move on to the next act after HERA BJÖRK, which was Downfall by Anita. And for me, I feel like with the final tonight, there was a lot of entries where the staging was better than the song. And I think this was definitely the case. The song, I think, was good, but not great. And the staging really elevated it. It looked really modern, fresh, looked incredible. But the song fell a bit flat for me. What did you think of Downfall, Fred?
I mean, actually I didn't mind the song. I think it needed a bit of tweaking to make it, ready for the contest. I didn't think it felt like a finished product. The staging for me, I found a little bit odd, because she ended up on some sort of Princess Tiara podium at the end, and I didn't understand what was going on really, but because I mean she's singing about a downfall and she's on a podium.
She's going up.
Exactly. So I didn't particularly get it, but I mean the song was okay, but I think that was probably the case with quite a few of the songs this evening, that they were in that mediocre sort of that level.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, the whole Icelandic selection this year was essentially just bop after bop after bop. And then, of course, you had the country and western from Bashar, and then the rap or whatever it was from Vibe. But it was pretty much like Dance Central. So, but all of the kind of pop dance tracks they had, I think, were quite in the middle, mediocre, as you said. And this one, yeah, was falling into that category, sadly. But it was still a great effort nonetheless. And I would love to see Anita coming back in the future with something much more competitive.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go back. Let's have a look. So, guessed why JU5. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Do we know the results? I can't find them. So, as far as I'm aware, we just know that HERA BJÖRK and Bashar were the super finalists.
Yeah.
So they were first and second. I don't know if the rest of the results have been revealed yet. If anybody in the live chat knows, let us know. Diego 96, who was the winner of Iceland, HERA BJÖRK is the winner of Iceland. And guys, let us know your comments and thoughts on the Icelandic selection. Let us know your thoughts on any songs you particularly liked or stagings you liked or didn't like. Keep the comments and questions coming. And we're going to move on to the second place, Wild West by Bashar Murad. A lot of people did predict this to win, whether that's because of him being Palestinian or whether that's just purely because of the song. I think it's a mix of both, depending on who you ask. But for me, this was a very different vibe in the final lineup, because most of it was poppy, dancey, upbeat. And then we have this kind of country western song out of nowhere that really did stand out in a good way.
Mm.
And I'm not surprised he was second. He gave a great live performance. The staging I thought was good. And I genuinely did think he would win over HERA BJÖRK. What were your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean I was mentioning earlier that I thought this song would stand out at Eurovision because it will be completely different to anything that we've seen so far. So it potentially had a good chance of qualifying, even though I love country music, but this isn't my style of country. It was uh, it was one of those songs that there was so much happening. I guess I was too focused on what was happening on stage to actually listen to the song and the lyrics and things. I I must say that the thing that got me was the fact that he was ripping off his jacket, and you saw the heart that was on his jacket. But obviously, it was sort of a love letter to the Palestinians, and he made lots of
Yeah.
comments around that. And like I said, I thought this was going to be the way forward for the promotion and the PR and everything that behind this song. So the fact that this one didn't win, again, just gobsmacked.
Yep. I mean, it's possible, because HERA BJÖRK is very well known and popular in
Oh,
Iceland.
absolutely,
Maybe
absolutely.
some people voted for familiarity and something that they know that they love already, perhaps, or
Mhm,
maybe they just preferred her song and
mhm,
performance. Obviously everyone's going to be different, but
of course.
great job on him making second place in the
Yeah, definitely.
Icelandic final.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
something to be proud of, and the
Oh,
fact that he
definitely.
made it to the Songvakeppnin in the first place, is huge anyway, in my
Oh, yes,
opinion.
absolutely. Yeah, the um, obviously they already had two semi-finals, and he's
Yeah,
obviously qualified to get through to that stage. I mean, of the five songs tonight, I predicted he would be in the top
yeah.
two. Um, but I must say, I thought the other one would have been Sigga.
Yes. And we have to come on to Sigga. She closed the show tonight with her song Into the Atmosphere. It's such a dance track, a feel good dance track with, I think, a bit of 90s Eurodance vibes going on. And
100%.
to be honest, I don't think her vocals were the strongest of tonight's performers, but I think the overall package was the best. And I was hoping this would win. And I do think this is the song and performance that could have got Iceland into the final. So I'm quite surprised it didn't at least make the super final. Yeah, I know you mentioned that just now, Fred. What did you think of Sigga's performance?
I mean, of all of the songs tonight, I thought it came across as the most professional. It had the
Hmm.
I think it had that little bit of polish to it.
Yeah.
It felt like it had been produced slightly. So I mean, which in a good way, not in an
Hmm.
overproduced sort of way, but I think it came across really well, and it was likable from the word go. So and that's what you need from a Eurovision song, is being able to get
Yeah.
with it straight away. And yeah, I bought into it. I think I even said to you, "This has got to win, doesn't it?"
Yeah.
It's like obvious, but when they were announcing this the super finalists, I was just like, "Sorry, what now?" It's just okay, fine,
Yeah.
but
I mean, because Hera was announced as the first super finalist, which I wasn't expecting. And then I'm thinking, well, it's only logical that Bashar would be the second one, which means Sigga's out. And I'm like, what is happening?
mhm,
And then I'm thinking, are they
exactly.
going to change the rules and have three super finalists this year? But sadly not. But she put on a great show, and I really want her to come back because I think she would be
Oh,
great for
definitely.
Iceland with a
Yeah,
song in
yeah.
a similar kind of style.
100%. Even if she doesn't do another song for Eurovision, I think she'll be one of those artists that will pop up on the many Eurovision evenings,
Oh,
cruises,
yes. Yeah.
events. That because again, it was just that feel good song, and get people on the dance floor, and you have fun with it. But yeah, I mean, she's definitely got a Euro fan base for life.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we'd love to see her back.
100%. Yeah. So, Sigga, if you're watching this, come back. please.
Absolutely.
Now let's go back to the chat. We have Rex. You're saying Bashar had low energy compared to, I guess, compared to the other acts. I mean, I would maybe slightly disagree, only because most of the other songs were very up tempo and
Yeah.
dancey, and
Yeah.
obviously required a certain level of energy in order to perform the song well. Whereas Bashar's song was more mid tempo in comparison. So
Yeah.
maybe he didn't have the biggest energy on stage because it suited the song. I don't know what you think of this.
Yeah, I would agree. I think if he was giving it too much energy, I
Mm.
think it would just feel out of place. Because
Yeah,
you're right, it was a mid-tempo song. It wasn't a dancey sort of showy sort of number. It was much more of that sort of dramatic feel. So yeah, I think
yeah.
the energy level was right for it.
I think so too. Yeah, and we have Legacy Sunshine, Hero deserved to win. So it seems there's a very divided, split camp between Hero winning and Hera should she have won, should she have not won. But either way, I think she's going to be a huge fan favourite for
Mm.
Eurovision this year, and she's already still a favourite from Eurovision 2010.
Yeah,
From 14
absolutely,
years ago. So
exactly.
you know,
So
long
it
live
speaks
Hera's
volumes.
legacy.
Absolutely.
Exactly. But of course, we did have, I would say, a good show from Iceland this year. It was very well produced, it was hosted very well. Of course, we had a Selma who almost won for Iceland in 99 and came back in 2005, opening the show with her almost winning song, All Out of Luck. For me, this was the best performance of the night, even though she wasn't competing. It was fabulous. I still don't know whether she was lip syncing or not, but she
Yeah,
sounded and looked great.
I 100% agree with you. It came across really professional, and it was a slightly updated version of the song.
Yes,
And again, uh, when I saw the song, and again, I hadn't heard any of the entries this evening. I was thinking, wow, I'm in for a great contest. This is going to be amazing. And just seeing someone back on stage, it was like, yes, this is amazing. But yes, there was that point where I was thinking, I'm not sure her vocals are
yeah,
matching her lips there. But no, again, she was doing some dance. She brought on a Latin dancer and she flaunted a bit. And yeah, I'm here for it. I loved it. I'm
yes,
really, really happy. It made me happy. It brought back some nostalgic memories.
yeah.
Um, I am old enough, unfortunately, to remember '99. So
Me
yes.
too, just about.
But yeah, I mean, a great performance and addition to. I wish all of the national finals could had someone they could bring back that was sort of a national favorite. I mean, because she was the first artist to sort of be in the top three for Iceland, and um, obviously the other one being Johanna.
Of
Um,
course.
so it it great to see her again. I just really,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that was a great opening, that was. And in the interval act, we also saw last year's winner, Delia, performing what I think must have been her new song that kind of blended into her Eurovision song power. And again, she still got the power. Her vocal was insane. It was incredible to see. But let's quickly go back to the chat. Ry Bailey, wish me happy birthday tomorrow. You turn 29. Happy birthday,
Happy
Ry Bailey.
birthday!
We hope you have a fantastic day. Um, this comment here by Michael Dean Gray, the winner of Songvakeppnin tonight was Croatia. I don't know
Oh,
what that means. Maybe you
okay.
can explain that comment
Yes,
for
I'm
us.
not sure you're watching the right contest, but there we
Yeah,
are.
but okay, yeah. Bubble Pirate, you think now Croatia, Ukraine, or the Netherlands will win? I'm not so sure on the Netherlands, but I could see Croatia for sure.
I'm not a
Um,
Netherlands fan either this year.
Rex Ation, you're saying all here choose to go to MALMÖ. The broadcaster is giving the artist the choice to go or not this year.
She
I
was one of the two artists. Funny enough, the two super finalists had been asked before the contest whether they would participate, regardless of Israel's participation, and they both had confirmed that they would go. So,
okay.
I would see that as pretty, you know,
Yeah.
Confirmation that she's
Yeah.
going to be there. I mean, she's a massive Eurovision artist already.
Yeah.
So I think the contest would be sad without her.
Mhm.
But no, I mean, even if even if the broadcaster decided to pull out due to the participation of Israel, I guarantee she'd still be there and have a good time with the
Oh
rest of
yeah,
us. So
100%. She'd
yeah,
probably be performing at Euro Club and
yeah,
hanging out
absolutely,
with all of us.
absolutely.
So yeah, I guess unless we hear anything otherwise from the broadcaster, we can assume Iceland and HERA BJÖRK will be at Eurovision this year, I guess, which I'm very happy about. Elliot Harris, hello to you. You're saying surprised but happy with the result. I think that pretty much sums up for me and for a lot of people surprised, but also
Yep.
happy because it's HERA and it's also a bop, let's be honest. And then maybe one last question before we go. David Morse wants to know which country is your favorite right now. Do you have a favorite?
I do. I don't know how many people have known this yet, but I again I haven't heard a live version yet, so I reserve the right to withdraw this after before I hear a
Okay.
live. But I'm sort of loving Austria at the moment, and I'm there for the raving.
Yes.
I've so far it's the song that's really got me excited. How about you?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty much within hours of it being released, it went into my number one. It dethroned Spain for me, which is now my second. But it's just such a bop, and it's like proper like 90s Eurodance, which I love in general.
Same,
So
100%.
I'm
Yep,
just
love it.
really hoping she can pull it off live, vocal wise, staging
Yeah,
wise, because we know
100%.
she can dance. That's like
Yeah,
her
absolutely.
main thing. She's a performer, a dancer. So add great vocals, and this is going to be amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I must say, as soon as I heard the song, I had to go on and listen to her album, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised I hadn't heard of her before. So I'm really digging her album, and so I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see the live performance.
Me too. And Elliot is pointing out that she was a stand-in for many acts and also a staging director.
Oh,
So I
okay.
know she was a stand-in for Fuego. I don't remember, and also in Junior Eurovision, she was a
Oh, wow.
stand-in for one of the
Oh, okay.
Irish acts, which is pretty random but cool. So
Okay.
I have high hopes.
Yeah.
And Michael, you're saying the odds for Iceland winning just went down from 10% to 6%. So maybe that explains the Croatia comment. But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna call it a wrap on this video. But just to sum it up, HERA BJÖRK won Songvakeppnin in a surprise win, and she's going to go to Eurovision again. We think, we hope, and we can't wait to bop along to HERA BJÖRK in MALMÖ.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but stay tuned because we have a live video for Pesma's Eurovision coming soon. And we've got more videos coming out this week. And Andy's done lots of reaction videos to the songs, so stay tuned. And until next time, bye.
Bye. See you later.